Hi, I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin, and this is today's Coronavirus 5 and 5, a 5 minute rundown of five of the top stories by our network of journalists who continue to report on the COVID 19 pandemic. We'll start things off with a look at the numbers. States confirmed cases of coronavirus increase after a 2 day dip. After 2 days with fewer than 200 new cases of coronavirus and a 50-day low in percent of tests that came back positive, Wisconsin saw a more typical update Wednesday with 291 newly reported cases and an uptick in the percent positive rate to 6.25%. The state's confirmed cases stand at 10,902, according to the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. Three more people died of COVID 19 by the state's official count, bringing that total to 421. Matt Piper writes that the Wisconsin Hospital Association reported Wednesday morning that 343 people were currently hospitalized with confirmed cases of COVID 19, while 169 inpatients awaited test results. Our next headline is this: Appleton Salon operator sues over stay at home order. The Journal Sentinel's Patrick Marley writes that the owner of an Appleton hair salon is suing over Governor Tony Evers' stay at home order, saying it violates her free speech and religious rights. Jessica Netzel, the owner of Kingdom Cuts, argues in her lawsuit that Evers' orders limiting gatherings and closing businesses like hers interfere with her constitutional rights. She's asking a U.S. district judge to lift those orders and allow her hair salon to be treated like businesses that Evers has deemed essential. The orders violate her ability to practice her religion because she cannot attend in person services or operate Kingdom Cuts, her Christian based children's hair salon. The lawsuit is the third legal challenge to the Democratic governor's response to the coronavirus pandemic. Moving on, we'll call this a hopeful headline. Potential SARS vaccine shelved years ago may work on the coronavirus. Thousands of doses of a potential vaccine for severe acute respiratory syndrome have been sitting in the freezer in Houston, Texas, shelved since 2016 after most of the world lost interest in the disease. Now, 4 years later, they've been given new life because scientists hope they'll also work for COVID 19. Depending on the amount given to patients, anywhere from 23,000 to 230,000 doses of vaccine are currently at a storage facility called Cryogene in Houston. Three organizations have agreed to shepherd the vaccine through clinical trials and to ensure that it's safe and affordable. The Journal Sentinel's Mark Johnson has all the details in a story that we'll be sure to continue to follow. Next, we have this headline: Getting dialysis still safe during coronavirus. For patients facing kidney failure and others in need of a transplant, it's imperative that they continue going to dialysis. But how can you do that safely in a world largely paralyzed by the coronavirus pandemic? The director of dialysis at Medical College of Wisconsin says there are many options, but skipping dialysis should not be one of them. The Journal Sentinel's Talis Shelbourne reports on the issues and dangers of missing dialysis, answers questions, and provides resources to those folks who are facing kidney failure. It's all in her story, which you can find online. And we'll close today with an interesting read by Madeline Heim. Joining the military was her dream. Her first deployment, the center of New York's COVID outbreak. Madeline writes about 29-year-old Renee Zare, a hospital corpsman in the U.S. Navy Reserves who's trained as a medic slash licensed practical nurse. Zare, a Neenah resident, graduated Corps School in September and joined her unit in Green Bay in October. But less than 6 months later, she was summoned to assist at the Javits Center in New York, which housed an emergency field hospital for coronavirus patients at the center of the country's largest outbreak. You can read all about Zare's duties and experiences in Madeline's piece online. Find those stories and more coronavirus coverage on any of our 10 USA Today Network Wisconsin websites and jsonline.com. Two more items. First, look for a special coronavirus edition of our Newsmaker show today at 4 p.m. That's coming up in just a bit. USA Today Network Wisconsin Health and Science reporter Madeline Heim will be talking with UW-Madison epidemiologist Malia Jones about a group she started with a few other women with PhDs in public health to explain the nuts and bolts of the coronavirus pandemic. The show can be seen on all our network websites and Facebook pages. You can also ask questions through either our real time chat or the comments section on Facebook. And finally, please sign up for a digital subscription to any USA Today Network Wisconsin website. It's just $39 for the first year and gives you full access on any device, mobile, desktop, and tablet, to all our local stories, photos, and videos, plus news and sports from around the state. If you want the most complete, most in depth coverage of what's going on in your community and throughout Wisconsin, we've got it for you. Go to any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites and click on the subscribe tab at the top right of the site. Please support local journalism. Thanks for watching. Be safe.